Okay. There were some technical issues. Again, I'm starting. Those who came late, I'm starting just now. Weak successors. Please understand, after Aurangzeb, the rulers who came usually were inefficient, weak, and were not ready to properly rule the state. We will study this particular portion anyways in our next chapter, that's called your later Mughals. But right now, understand, I'll give you two examples. For example, how many of you have heard the name of Muhammad Shah Rangila? How many of you have heard this name? Now, all of you, the name only says Rangila. Rangila means Rangeen in character. Rangeen means a colorful man. This man loved dance, loved music, loved to gamble. Only thing he did not love is to rule. So only wanted a luxurious life. Women, wine, all those things he liked. Everyone, you tell me, if the ruler is so bad, do you think the empire would flourish? All of you. One example is more than sufficient, and we'll take more examples in the next chapter, later Mughals. Similarly, you people tell me, everyone, defective law of succession. That is, after me, who will be the ruler? This was decided by sword. Whoever's sword was the mightiest would become the ruler. So everyone understand, the moment the ruler has died, very soon his sons would start fighting amongst themselves. All of you again think. I'll give you one example. For example, Aurangzeb died. His sons fought. Similarly, Bahadur Shah died. His sons fought. Similarly, Jahandar Shah defeated and removed by his own nephew Farooq Sher. All of you think now. Everyone, do you think that this Mughal empire is now going to flourish when such a thing is happening? All of you, every time the ruler is dying, they are fighting amongst themselves. So invariably, this also leads to their decline. Now, very simple question I'm asking. Everyone tell me, ruler is bad. For example, Rangila. Rangila wants to enjoy the life, luxurious life, wants to do party, wants to have women, wine, dance, music. Everyone, you tell me, will the nobles also not do the same? Nobles means ministers. All of you. Bhai, if I am the minister of that day, I will be like, Arey, ruler is partying. Let me also go and party with him. So, the problem is, guys, ministers also slowly and slowly became corrupt. There was a degeneration of Mughal nobility. That is, their quality declined. There are not enough good ministers. Now, you all want to become administrators. Guys, you all know that it is the administrators who run the business. They run the show. When the ministers were not good enough, the Mughal empire started to decline very, very quickly. I will give you one historic example also. For example, all of you, have you heard this Akbar. All of you must have heard about the name of Akbar. Tell me, who was the guardian of Akbar? All of you, who was the guardian of Akbar? Have you heard? No, not his uncle. Baram Khan. He was a noble. Baram Khan. Guys, think. There was a time when the nobles were guiding the kings. I don't know how many of you have heard the name of Man Singh. Have you heard the name of Man Singh? He was the commander of Akbar. Guys, Akbar trusted him so much that the responsibility of the royal ladies, their protection, always was with Man Singh. Now, you all tell me, now, will anybody trust these nobles when they have become corrupt, when they are also trying to go for luxurious life? Thank you, everyone. Let us look at the fourth reason. Court factions means groupings, divisions. Court was divided now amongst Irani, Hindustani, Turani, and some books mention Afghani. Guys, hopefully you all can understand. Iran means those who came from Iran. Hindustan, those who are natives of India. Turani, those who came from Central Asia. And Afghani, those who came from Afghanistan. All of you, the court is divided. They all were continuously trying that most of the important positions, most of the important work, luxury, money, anything, power should come to their group. Now, everyone, a simple point I will tell you. Let's take example of any political party. If political parties within themselves clash, don't you think the party will decline? Everyone. Similarly, the Mughals also declined because they were continuously clashing amongst themselves. Everyone. Last point, and a very simple point. Very, very simple point. You tell me, ruler is corrupt, wants a luxurious life. Nobles have become corrupt, want an luxurious life. Tell me, will military also not become corrupt? All of you. Why will common soldier give his life when he sees his own ruler, his own commander not giving his 100%? Everyone, is the point of corruption clear under the military weaknesses? Okay. Another thing. Everyone, you will tell me, do you think the Mughals introduced any new technologies when it comes to their military? Once upon a time, Mughals were very, very strong. But guys, if you don't innovate, if you don't bring new technologies, do you think they will be able to survive? Do you think they will be able to fight with the Europeans who are coming from outside? And of course, they neither introduced any new technologies, neither brought military reforms. The older systems were allowed to continue, and those older systems were somehow not good for the present time. And all these resulted that Mughal army, which was at one point of time the greatest army that Asia had seen, was now becoming weak and weak with every passing day. With this slide is done. I will start this other slide. with this point. Everyone, you have heard about the Marathas? You all tell me, have you heard that Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj continuously kept on fighting against Aurangzeb? Everyone, tell me. You must have studied. After Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, his son Shambhaji Maharaj was doing the same. Then his another son Rajaram was doing the same. Then his grandson, his daughter-in-law Tarabai, grandson Shahuji Maharaj, they all completely and continuously fought against the Marathas. Tomorrow we will study that Marathas basically occupied all these areas. Now, tell me everyone, simple point. Marathas' rise, don't you think, coincides with Mughal decline? Only when the Mughals will decline, Marathas will take their place. And Mughal decline is one reason is the fight, the wars, the battles continuously fought by Marathas starting from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj to his successors. Everyone, is this point clear? All of you, am I clear with this point? Thank you. Now, who does not understand this point? Who does not understand this particular point? Because we have completed arrival of Europeans yesterday. So now you tell me, anyone who does not understand this. Guys, those one or two people who are writing that they do not understand this, remember yesterday's class. For example, the British came. And yesterday we studied, they clashed with Aurangzeb. Other than this, the British, they misused the dastaks. And through this, British earned a lot of illegal money. Now, guys, whatever this illegal money was going to the British ultimately came from whose pocket? Mughal pocket. So don't you think financially also Mughals became weak? Everyone, don't you think financially also the Mughals became weak? And ultimately, if you don't have money, you become weak. Heard these two names? Everyone, have you heard these names? Nadir Shah, for example, attacked India in 1739, and Ahmed Shah Abdali attacked India many a times from 1748 onwards. They are who? They are basically invaders. They would come in India, they would loot places like Delhi, Mathura, Agra. Everyone, tell me, don't you think the continuous attack of these invaders made our borders in the northwestern side very weak, and Mughal rule almost declined in this area? Am I clear, guys? All of you, are you clear with invasions of these outsiders? Bhai, continuous attacks are happening. Every time we are becoming weak and weak. Now, all of you, how many of you have heard Jats? I'm giving you one example. They are an agricultural community in and around Delhi. Western UP, Haryana, Rajasthan. है ना? Similarly, you have heard about Marathas earlier. Now, think like this. For example, Rohit Kumar is a peasant, is a farmer. Now, Rohit Kumar grows this much wheat. But what has happened is that the Mughals, they have continuously been increasing their revenue demand. All of you think. Now, Rohit Kumar, the farmer, earlier used to give this much revenue. Now, the revenue has been increased, and Rohit Kumar also has to give this green extra portion. Now, all of you tell me, how much remained with Rohit Kumar now? Negligible. Now, in this circumstance, every one of you, tell me, will Rohit Kumar go for a revolt or not? Rohit Kumar will say, Arey bhai, I don't get enough. Even though I do all the hard work, nothing remains with me. So invariably, the peasants, they started to revolt. Now, just to give you one example, let's say Jats. Now, Jats are Hindus. Yesterday we studied Aurangzeb's religious policies. Already, the Jat Hindus, they are unhappy because of the religious policy. On top of that, the revenue has only increased. So invariably, the peasants have no other option but to go for a revolt. Everyone, am I clear with peasant revolts? Now, you can add many points. See, sometimes the monsoon will fail. That would also lead to decline in production. And the rulers would keep on trying to extract more and more. Apart from that, if some of you are asking about, sir, how the Marathas are linked, I will tell you. For example, see here, guys. Let's say this is a Mughal territory. And let's take example of Shivam. Shivam is a farmer. And Shivam grew his crops in this area. Now, the problem is this territory is very close to Maratha territory. Now, what used to happen is Maratha soldiers, they would come this side, they would loot this crop. So if they looted this much, they would loot this much crop. And rest, if they could not loot, they would keep their horses open in these fields. Now, some of you will say that why is the Mughals not able to protect them? That is the crux. Mughal, they are declining. They are not able to give protection to these farmers. So everyone, the farmer Shivam will think, rather than doing this much work, I will leave my land fallow. I will not work on the land only. And this way, the revenue would continuously be decreasing. So that also led to the, you can understand, economic bankruptcy. Everyone, economic bankruptcy. Yesterday I told you, Aurangzeb continuously fought in South India. Now you all know, if you are fighting, you would need a lot of money to fight. So Aurangzeb spent money like anything. Guys, in some books it is written that there came a time when Aurangzeb had to melt the silver and copper utensils. A lot of times the old treasuries were opened so that money could be derived, money could be got, so that they could continue with their wars. Last thing, everyone, last thing, All of you will tell me yes or no. If in this area continuously war is going on, all of you, you tell me, do you think in this area economy will flourish? Everyone, do you think trade will happen properly in this area? Do you think people would be selling, earning money? If trade is getting affected, all of you tell me, don't you think revenue of the government will get affected? Revenue of the government, don't you think, will decline? If no trade, no revenue, isn't it? If no trade, there is going to be no revenue. Are bhai, if there is no revenue, don't you think there is economic bankruptcy now going to happen in the state? Everyone, don't you think the state is becoming bankrupt? Those who are asking what is bankrupt in Hindi, it is Diwaliya. They don't have enough money now. Last point, which is mentioned in this slide. Mughal state had become a military state. That means Mughal state was there only for collection of revenue and giving some protection to the people. Now, let's say, guys, I'm taking the example Vikas, Navya, Praveen, Kritika, Nancy, Shambhavi, Pooja. All these are the people of that era. Let's say, and I took the names of by chance, all the Hindu population only. All these Hindus yesterday, because of Jizya, they are already angry with the Mughals. So when the Mughal empire was declining, Hindu, Sikh, they were like, okay, let them decline. Who cares? Let them, somebody else come. Guys, basically I'm saying that these people, the population had no affinity for the Mughal rule. Population was like, the common people were like, so what did they do for us? They came, they were only collecting taxes from us. So there was no affinity amongst the people for the Mughal rule. And that's why when the Mughals declined, they were more or less happy. Am I clear, everyone? All of you, except one point. I'm done with all this. I'm done with this. No, Shalu, that's not that simple. I'm done with all this. I'm coming to that, Srihari. One point is left, Jagirdari crisis. That one point is left. Rest, every point is done. All of you. No, I cannot, by one, everybody will ask, can you repeat this point? Can you repeat this point? I'll tell you. Guys, I can, okay, one thing I'll tell you. I can see people who come late. Because continuously, when people are coming late, I can see the names that XYZ has just joined. And even now, when I'm speaking, people are joining. So now, some of you, if you are joining late, please consult the recorded session. Because try to understand, because of you, others should not suffer. Somebody who came exactly at 6 a.m. and somebody who's coming at 6:35, that is not correct. No, Kishan, we will do that later also, and this is more than sufficient. Getting my point? Yesterday only I gave the question from this section. Yesterday only I have already given the mains question from this section. Shresh, I don't know whether you were there in the class or not. Yesterday I have already given the practice question from decline of Mughal. So hopefully that is clear to you. Last point. Jagirdari crisis. Everyone, what is Jagir? What is Jagir? Any idea? Jagir is basically property. And in those days, this was in the form of land. Jagir. Now, no. Jagirdar is the person. Let's say Rohit Kumar has a big Jagir. That means big land. So Rohit Kumar is a big jagirdar. Now, everyone, do you know in those days, a lot of people who used to work for the Mughals, they would get in return of their work jagirs. That is, if Rohit Kumar did something for, let's say, Aurangzeb, he would give me land in return of my work. That's like my salary. Now, jagirdari crisis is nothing. But when the Mughal rule started to decline, you all can understand the number of jagirs started to reduce. It started to go down. And there were many jagirdars. There were so many jagirdars. Everybody wanted jagirs. So a lot of times, jagirdars, they would not get the jagir during their lifetime also. There was a saying that a boy will become a gray, a man with a gray beard, and he would not even get his jagir. So all of you can understand. These people would be angry with the Mughals. And many times what they would do is, please look at this word very, very properly. They would start usurping Khalisa land. Khalisa land is basically the land which belonged to the king. So if they are taking the land of the king, so the revenue of the king also went down. Again leads to economic bankruptcy. And apart from that, because jagirs were limited, so these jagirdars, they tried to maximize their profits. How do they maximize their profit? By increasing the revenue burden on the peasants, which again leads to what? Peasant revolts. So you can understand, guys, Jagirdari crisis was also one of the most important points related to Mughal decline. And this led to economic bankruptcy also. This led to peasant revolts also. And this created a lot of, I would say, anger amongst the subject of the Mughals in those days. Am I clear, guys? All of you? We are done with decline of Mughals. For those who came late, no, Chandrajyoti, there are differences. For those who came late, and I'll not take the name, but I can know. It is written, I wrote it somewhere today only. Guys, everyone, simple point I'm asking. You tell me, if tomorrow there will be a question on decline of Mughals, what would be the maximum number of words? What will be the maximum number of words in the question? Everybody is saying 250. Now listen to me. Listen. I have already told you that this topic is from page number 10 to page number 18. Now all of you think, in one page, don't you think there are around more than 200 words? All of you. In one page, don't you think there are more than 200 words? That means your book has given almost, let's say, 2000 words. Now you people, today I will give you, I'll tell you, some of you are asking that, sir, how to write a good answer. I will tell you how to write a good answer. Listen to me for next 5 minutes. Basically, as a student, guys, what I will do is, I will write an answer without reading this book. Yesterday I gave you, and again I'm giving you the same question. Discuss the major reasons for the decline of Mughals. Now, just for practice, write this answer without reading the book. Just do it once. You will understand the difference. And then write the same thing after reading the book. You will see the difference in your answer automatically. That how the quality of the answer totally changes once you have read the book and once you are writing without reading the book. Number two, guys, if I have to write this question, and let's say this is a question of 250 words, I will give you I will first of all write an introduction. For 250 word, a 2-line introduction is more than sufficient. An introduction would be like, I would talk about the mighty Mughal empire, which once upon a time was there throughout the India, now had seen its worst days or had started to decline. And then one by one, I would write the points. Now, everyone, I showed you 13 points. Can you write all the 13 here? All of you. Can you write all the 13? I don't think so. Everybody is saying no. So what I will do is, I will think about two methods. One, can I join some points? For example, weak successors and defective law of succession. I will make it 1 point. Similarly, the other point, for example, degeneration of Mughal nobility and factionalism. So guys, can you see what I did? I am joining the points. Other than this, for example, I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then also some points are left. So in the conclusion, I can, again, when I'm writing 2 lines in the conclusion, I will write, apart from them, let's say, arrival of Europeans, let's say peasant revolts, etc., were also the reason for the decline. Everyone, did you understand till here? All of you, did you understand till here? Now, guys, understand one more point. In order to make it a good answer, and always see, I have written a lot of mains and I've gone till the interview stage, so I can give you a understanding here that the whole idea in the UPSC exam is to make your answer better and different from the answers of other students. So I would always try to bring maps in this. So in the middle of the answer, I would make a map. How would be the map? Let's say I'm drawing the map here. I would make, for example, this point is till here, and this much I will make a box. In this box, I would make 2 maps. One, another. The first map will show Mughal Empire during the time of Aurangzeb, and the second map will show Mughal Empire during 1750s. Everyone, am I clear? Is this point clear? Okay. Now, another thing is, usually, let's say every point has to be explained. Now, think about this. How many words? 250. 30 words go in introduction, 30 goes in conclusion. So 60 words have gone. Now, rest of the 190 points, I would like to bring, for example, first point I'm writing. Let me take. First point is Aurangzeb's policies. Under this religious policy, A, imposition of jizya on non-Muslims. So guys, can you see? Now here I will tell you, your English, I'm not saying has to be of the Shashi Tharoor standard, but you should understand how I should make my points crisp. Not that Aurangzeb had imposed a new type of tax which was called Jizya and it was imposed on the Hindus if they went on their... No, I would be very crisp. Imposition of Jizya on non-Muslims. And let's say B was military campaigns. His policy in Deccan ruined and crippled the empire in the long run. Now, guys, some of you are asking, can I write about the names of historians? Yes, if you know, why not? Some of you who have optionals, you might write like, according to J.N. Sarkar, or according to Bipin Chandra. You can do that also. Not a problem. Absolutely not a problem. Now, in order to make it a better answer, please understand, from time to time, I'll also underline some important points. Am I clear? Last but not the least, remember guys, your handwriting is something that is to be, I'm not saying very beautiful, because you have to write 20 answers, but legible and clear for the examiner to understand what you are trying to write. Everyone, many people were asking me how to write the answer. Am I clear here? All of you, am I clear here? That you will have to check according to notification, Shalu. Now, those who are writing, how to write a good conclusion, how to write a, good introduction. I'll tell you one more thing. See, I'll take an extra page. Okay, I might have. All of you, do you know how many words we have to write in mains? All of you, do you know how many words we write in one paper? I'll show you. 20 questions, 10 questions, 150 word, 10 questions, 250 words. This is 4,000 words. Now, all of you, 4,000 words in 3 hours, that is 180 minutes. 400 words in 18 minutes, 200 words in 9 minutes. Change it in seconds. 200 words in 540 seconds. 20 word in 54 seconds. 10 word in 27 seconds. 1 word every 2.7 seconds. This, with the fact that you have to think, you have to brainstorm, guys, you are writing 9 papers, your hands will do like this, you would do in the examination hall like this, you will drink some water in the meantime, sometimes the invigilator will come, will ask your signature, everything in that 180 minutes. So a good person, or a person who writes a good answers, I can tell you, mentally, because before the exam we have written a lot of answer writing, we have practiced the mains test series, we have almost every day written a good answer. I will tell you guys, some of you who follow cricket, I will give you an example of cricket. It is said that the bat should be an extension of your hand. Similarly, the pen and the mind should obey your command. How will they do that? If you have practiced a lot. How do you do that? If you already know and have prepared some standard openings, some standard conclusions, you have kept certain quotations, that let's say there is a question, I will start with this quotation. Let's say there is a question on this particular topic, I would start with this particular statement. That way, you ensure that you are writing a good answer or a good conclusion. See, all of you, answer writing does not come in a day. It will not come in 1 hour. It will take some time. And I always say, I'm not worried about a bad answer. I'm more worried about zero answer. You write a bad answer, no problem. If you don't write an answer, that's a big problem. Write a bad answer. Think about only the introduction today. Think about only the points tomorrow. Not a problem. But think about answer writing. I hope I have given you enough about this. Okay. I hope enough information about answer writing, because a lot of you were asking. Guys, hopefully the first topic is complete. Shahrukh, there will be some change there. There will be some change. See, in history, very less chance of a diagram. But in papers like geography and all, there you can. We will study that, Shreyash, later. Diagram cannot come. Maps can come in history. Sanskar, not now, tomorrow. Yes, Shalu. Everyone. All the words are counted. Is, are, the, a. Everything is one word. Okay. Everyone, next topic. Later Mughals, more or less more important for pre, but the points can be used in mains also. Okay. Rashida, write the mail, whatever you are saying. I have not got any question from you. Yeah. Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb. Ruler from 1526 to 30, 1530 to 40 and 1555, 1556 to 1605, 1605 to 27, 1627 to 58, 1658 to 1707. Please understand, guys, except one man, Shah Jahan, he died in 1666. Rest died in their last year of rule also. Now, these are the bigger Mughals, the greater Mughals. But after Aurangzeb's death also, after his death, there were many other rulers who came here to rule. And these people who came to rule from 1707 till 1857, they are termed as later Mughals. Give me some time, Rashida. Guys, give me at least 24 hours if you want replies to your mail. You cannot expect that you wrote the mail and I'm sitting on your mail. Have patience. I have other work also apart from taking the lecture. These 150 years, there were many rulers. Bahadur Shah, 1707 to 1712. Jahandar Shah, 1712 to 1713. Farrukhshire, 1713 till 1719. Muhammad Shah, Rangila, 1719 to 48. Ahmed Shah, 1748 to 54. Alamgir II, 1754 to 58. Shah Alam II, 1759 to 1806. Akbar II, 1806 to 37. Bahadur Shah Zafar, 1837 to 1857. Everyone, are the names clear and their tenure? Now, number one, if you all see one thing, a lot of the names are like Alamgir II, Shah Alam II, Akbar II. Even he was known as Bahadur Shah II. Why these? Because guys, Shah Alam is another name of Shah Jahan. Akbar already was there. Bahadur Shah was already there. Alamgir, another name of Aurangzeb. So what used to be there is that in those days, these rulers were very weak. So at least in their name, they wanted that they should have some sort of respect. That's why they took the older names. Getting my point? That's why they took the older names at this point of time. That at least in the name, there should be respect. Everyone, is this clear? Guys, they may ask you to arrange these kings in chronological order. So you should know which ruler, when he did become the ruler and everything. UPSC can ask you. Why can UPSC not ask you? UPSC can always ask you that arrange the 4 kings in a chronological order. Now, I've already told you, Aurangzeb died in 1707. And after the death of Aurangzeb, again, his sons fought. His sons had fought in those days. Guys, who will win this time? One of the son, whose original name is Muazzam, won. Now, guys, some historians, they say that out of all these rulers, perhaps he was the only one who was good enough to be a king. The rest were not good enough, which I will show you in some time. But Bahadur Shah was definitely good enough to be a king in those days. But then his problem was he became a ruler at the age of 60 plus, because I showed you his father had ruled almost for 50 years. So by the time Bahadur Shah's turn came, he was already a very, very old man. Now, according to Bipin Chandra, he was a tolerant fellow, he was a learned man, and overall was a dignified man. Bipin Chandra says that Bahadur Shah very soon understood that many of the policies of his father were wrong, specifically the religious policies. That's why, according to Bipin Chandra, he adopted a liberal policy and wanted better ties with everyone. So he wanted better ties with all the people in those days. Who are these people? Like Rajputs, Maratha, Sikh, with everybody, he wanted to repair the ties. So, for example, with Marathas, Shahuji, Shahju, I wrote. Shahuji, he was the grandson of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and he was in the custody of Aurangzeb since 1689. So all of you can see, for the last 18 years, Shahuji and his mother, they were in the custody of Aurangzeb. Now, Shahuji was released at this point of time. Think about this, guys. I told you, he's trying to have better relations with everyone. Though there are some more points, we will study this in Maratha tomorrow. But right now, he released them and granted Sardeshmukhi, but not Chot. Please understand, yes, Trinian. Guys, Chot and Sardeshmukhi, they are two types of taxes. When I'm teaching you Maratha, I will explain them in detail. Yes. So, guys, is Maratha point clear? And again, I'm telling you, we will study Maratha separately. Again, this point will come. Don't worry about that. Right now, I'm only showing you in brief which ruler did what. Similarly, all of you, Aurangzeb had done a lot of atrocities on Sikh. But then, Bahadur Shah wanted to have better ties with Sikh people. And that's why the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, was with him. He tried to have peace. Chitturi, I said Muazzam is the name of Bahadur Shah, original name. Bahadur Shah is the taken name. Guys, tomorrow, no, day after tomorrow, you will study. After Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, after his death, the Sikh and the Mughal relations again deteriorated. And that is why later, Banda Bairagi, the Sikh leader, fought with Mughals. Everyone, just to make one thing very, very clear, we will study both these points, Maratha and Sikh, separately under the Maratha and Sikh segment. Right now, I have only given you a small one-line introduction. Tomorrow, Marathas, day after tomorrow, Sikh will be done in great detail. Am I clear, everyone? Don't worry that, don't think that I've completed it. We will do it separately also. Last but not the least, with Rajputs also, he adopted a liberal policy, and one of the Rajput chief, Ajit Singh, was made the Rana of Marwar. Okay, those who are asking which page number, just telling you that also, I'll tell you. Give me 1 second. I will write here 1 to 10, Bipin Chandra. Those who are asking which page number, am I clear? Every one of you, is the page number totally clear? Now listen to me, guys. I told you he was already very aged and he died in 1712. Again, I'll draw from here. After his death, his 4 sons fought. Guys, again, the 4 sons are fighting. I will become the king. I will become the king. I will become the king. All of you tell me, who will win? Out of the 4 sons, who will win? You can, Shahrukh. Who will win? Elder. Vishnu is saying elder. One, Chitturi, one has to win, of course. Guys, those who are saying whatever and everything, Those who are saying who is powerful, you are wrong. Who won? Jahandar Shah won. And why did he win? He won because he was very weak. Everyone, the weakest amongst the four sons won. Now you will say, how can this happen? This happened because he had the support of Zulfikar Khan. Now everyone, you will think now, why Zulfikar Khan will support the weakest son? The reason is, this way, Jahandar Shah was his puppet. All of you, you understand now puppet? You understand puppet? So, on paper, Jahandar Shah is the ruler, but actual ruler is who? Actual ruler is Zulfikar Khan. And very soon, he was also appointed as Prime Minister. So, this is the reason, guys. This is the reason this period is known as period of ambitious nobles. The kings became so weak, Katputli. The actual power is in the hands of the ministers, and kings were rulers only on the basis or only on paper. Guys, Zulfikar Khan is a noble minister at this point of time. Yes, in Urdu, prime minister can be called as wazir. Am I clear till here? All of you? Yes, two important things he did. Everyone, abolish jizya. All of you, yesterday I told you, na, jizya was the tax reimposed by Aurangzeb, but it was abolished by Jahandar Shah. So can I say, guys, same policy, the liberal policy started by Bahadur Shah was continued now also. And he brought a system called Izra system. The whole idea of this system was to improve the financial condition of the state. Now tell me, what is Ijra system? Anyone, do you have any idea? What is Ijra system? Anyone? I'll give you a hint. It is a type of revenue farming. No, it's not pension, Anshika. It's not pension. Anyone, any idea? What is Ijra system? No, no, no. Yes, Himani is correct. The first person. Basically, under this, land was given to the highest bidder. Everyone, see here. Let's say this is the land. And let's take example of Dinesh. Dinesh is the farmer here. Let's say these 5 people, they say, this man says, I will collect 100 kg of rice. This person says, I will collect 150. This person says, I will collect 175. This person says, I can collect only 125. This person says, I can collect 200 kg. All of you, who will be given the right to collect the tax? Who will be given the right to collect tax? Why? Because he says that he will bring the maximum amount. All of you, tell me, will the financial condition improve or not? Everyone, will the financial condition of the state improve or not? But all of you, tell me one thing. What about Dinesh? Anybody ask Dinesh that how much do you earn? How much do you grow? Maybe Dinesh only grows 220 kg. Everyone, Dinesh only grows 220 kg and 200 will be taken away. All of you tell me, farmer condition deteriorates or not? Everyone, does the condition of farmer deteriorate or not? And last thing, all of you, will Dinesh do a peasant revolt or not? Will Dinesh do a peasant revolt or not? Because bhai, whatever I grow, everything is taken by the government. Dinesh would be angry. Dinesh will do peasant revolt. And last thing, does peasant revolt lead to decline of Mughal power or not? Does the peasant revolt lead to the decline of Mughal power? Yes, we studied. All of you, is Jahandar Shah clear? Everyone, is Jahandar Shah clear? Thank you. See, let's come to the third ruler. All of you, observe. Jahandar Shah ruled only for 1 year. Why? All of you, why was Jahandar Shah ruling only for 1 year? Why did Jahandar Shah rule only for 1 year? Because Jahandar Shah was defeated by his nephew, Farrukh Shah. Everyone, the nephew himself has defeated his uncle and, of course, murdered him later. Now, remember, Farrukh Shah were supported by Sayyid brothers. Now, those who want to know, they are the nobles, they are the ministers of that era. So, Sayyid brothers supported Farrukh Shah at this point of time. Guys, though it is not needed, but if anyone wants to know, one brother was Sayyid Abdullah Khan. Guys, if you don't want to remember the name, you can leave. And another one was Hussain Ali Khan. Because the two brothers, they have supported supported Farrukh Shah. So the elder brother was appointed as Wazir. Wazir means Prime Minister. And the younger brother was appointed as Mir Bakshi. Mir Bakshi means Commander in Chief, Senapati. All of you, they both have supported Farrukh Shah. So they both have been rewarded. In our history, I'll take another pen. These two brothers, they are referred to as kingmakers. Everyone, do you know what is kingmaker? All of you. Everyone, do you know what is kingmakers? Yes, Trinayan. Kingmakers are those who make king themselves, don't become king. They make the kings. And give me 10 minutes. I will tell you why they are known as kingmakers. I will tell you why they are known as that. Hopefully, everybody will remember. All of you, yesterday only we studied. 1717 granted East India Company trading rights. I'm not going to repeat this. Everyone, yesterday we studied this trading right is known as Magna Carta of the British rule. So this point I'm not repeating. We have already done. Apart from this, they also followed the policy of religious tolerance. They also tried to have better relations with everyone. So with Marathas, sorry, spelling mistake. With Marathas, they did an agreement with Shahuji. Under this agreement, the Marathas were granted Swarajya of Shivaji Maharaj plus Chauth plus Sardeshmukhi, both the taxes of the South India were granted to them. And later, when the relations of both the parties deteriorated, Sayyid brothers took help of Marathas to defeat Farrukhsher. Tomorrow we will study why the Marathas have helped Sayyid brothers in detail. Yes, they also, if you want, yes, I can write here only. They also defeated Banda Bahadur. Shriman, because we will study this in under different chapters. That's why. And please understand, I know from where the questions have come in last 10 years. So I would tell you that much you should study. Banda Bahadur, I have already told Gauri. Please see here. I have already said he is the Sikh leader after Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Jyoti, what did you not understand? Wait, Shri, tomorrow we will come to that point. Now, all of you, Farrukhsher is defeated. Who will be the next ruler? Farrukhsher is defeated. We will study that in 6th chapter, Shesh. Farrukhsher is defeated. Who will be the next ruler? The next ruler is Rafi ud Darjat. Please understand, he hardly ruled for 3 months. Again, the next ruler is Rafi ud Dola. He also ruled for only 3.5 months. And then the next ruler will be Muhammad Shah Rangila. Everyone, rather than asking question, listen to me once very clearly. Do you now understand why is Sayyid brothers known as kingmakers? All of you, do you now understand? Because he made not one, not two, not three, but 4 kings altogether. All of you, number 1 is Farrukhsher, second is Rafiud Darjat, third is Rafiud Dawla, fourth is Muhammad Shah Rangila. Everyone, am I clear? All of you, am I clear? Those who are not understanding, yes, Gauri, they both are same. Those who are not understanding why Sayyid brothers defeated Farrukhsher, the reason is their relation had deteriorated. Their relation had become bad. Jahandar Shah was defeated by Farrukhsher Shalu. That's the point. Everyone, am I clear? Achal, the benefit is they are the kingmakers. They will put somebody else now as the ruler. All of you, everyone, can you see? Rangila comes from the word rang. Rang comes from the word rang and takes to the word rangeen. So let me make here only clear. Wants a luxurious life, colorful life. Bhai is a very good man, likes wine, likes women, likes music, likes poetry, likes dance, likes gambling, takes bribes. Only thing that the man cannot do is he cannot rule properly. He does not want to, manage the administration. So you can understand, he is only 18 years old when, he has been made the ruler. All of you, everyone, for a second, just think here. Sayyid brothers have removed the last 3 kings And if you all think that you are the other ministers of that era, let's say Subramanya, Payal, Roshan, Raj, Rajesh, Prasad, if you people, you think you are the other ministers of that era, what will you think about Sayyid brothers? All of you, what will you think about Sayyid brothers? Guys, you will think of him as, or these two brothers as, traitors. You will think that this man who can remove the king can remove you people also. Guys, in Hindi, namak haram, and you are worried. So every one of you, what will you do now? What will you do now? Tell me. What will you try to do? Absolutely. Other nobles fought and defeated Sayyid brothers. You removed Sayyid brothers from power. And who are these other nobles? Chinch Kulich Khan. Let's say Sadat Khan. Now, everyone, Muhammad Shah Rangila is very happy that Sayyid brothers have been removed. Why? Because they were using him as a puppet. So now, Chinch Kulich Khan was appointed as Wazir of Mughals in 1722. You are very, very happy. You are Muhammad Shah Rangila. You are appointing that you are now my Wazir. Now, please, guys, listen to my next line. Very important line. Within 2 years, he moved to Hyderabad. Why? Why did he move to Hyderabad at this point of time? Because he understood that nobody can stop the decline of Mughal rule now. So, guys, he moved to Hyderabad and quit his office. This is our next chapter, rise of provincial kingdoms. So you have a new kingdom, Hyderabad. Similarly, Murshid Quli Khan moved to Bengal. Sadat Khan moved to Avadh. Daud Khan moved to Rohilkhand. All of you, can you see this? They are now forming their own regional kingdoms. And this is our next topic. I'm not teaching here. We will study this after some time. All these are the rise of provincial kingdoms. Yes, Ritu. Three not important. Who will know? Now, around this time only, Peshwa Bajirao I defeated Rangila. Guys, this great man invaded Delhi at this point of time. They all are ministers, Isha. Similarly, all of you, Nadir Shah attacked in 1739 and defeated Rangila in the Battle of Karnal. Karnal is present day or Haryana. So that was also done. Last but not the least, Abdali invaded in 1748 but got defeated in Battle of Manpur. So in the Battle of Manpur, Abdali had got defeated in 1748. No, Madhukar, no. Everyone, is Muhammad Shah Rangila clear? All of you. Initially, Sejal. Everyone. Vishal, I said an attacker. In the last chapter, we have seen. Mayank Dhwani, we said we will do that in the next chapter, Marathas. Manpur is a place. Chandana, I said Sayyid brothers are nobles of that era. Yes, Shalu. Satyaprasad, I said Abdali is one of the attackers who came from outside. Anil, unfortunately, yes. Satyam, you will. Nadir Shah, we studied now in the last chapter. He's an invader. Shyam, we will study him later. Those who are asking about Peshwa Bajirao, we will study him in the Marathas. Abdali, I have already said. Zeba, after defeated, he was left. So later another person will fight. Lucky, Nizamul Mulk and your this Chinch Kulich Khan are same point. Ahmed Shah Rangila was defeated in this battle. Yes, Dhena. Yes, Harshita. Yes, Himani. Yes, Isha. These all are ministers. Murshid Kuli Khan, Sadat Khan, Daud Khan, they all are ministers. Yes, Sunil. Bhavya, we will study that in the Maratha chapter. That's not possible. Payal, proper noun. There are different spellings. Nizamul Mulk Ayush. I told you Abdali was defeated in this battle. Musharraf, Muhammad Shah Rangila has defeated Abdali. Everyone, I have answered every query. Nisar, they are two different points. They were killed. One brother was killed, another defeated. Last point in your book, it is written. That's why I'm writing. Niamat Khan and Firoz Khan were given the title of Sadrang and Adrang. They were two of the, people. They were two people who were the Veena players. They were the musicians in the court of your Muhammad Shah Rangila. Zeba, we will study that. No Surya. Opposite. They both are same. Wazir is also a noble only. Guys, not important. I'm clearly. He is not important. This man is not important. Very, very weak ruler. Absolutely weak ruler. Siddharth, I've got no doubts from your side, and rather than being sarcastic, if you can tell what is your doubt, it would be better. Getting my point? Bhavya, we will study that in the Maratha chapter. Very, very weak ruler. Absolutely of no use. Guys, in your one book, B.L. Grover, it is written that for months and months, he would not come out of his harem. He would be interested only in women. He was, though not needed, grandson of Jahandar Shah. Sorry, I by mistake wrote it here. It should be the next one. Just cut this line. Don't write this. Just give me 1 second. I'll give you a break. 5 more minutes. Guys, he's a very, very weak ruler. Also very, very incompetent. During his time, Abdali attacked India many times. Punjab, Multan, all these areas were attacked at this point of time. Unfortunately, Ahmed Shah was removed by his own wazir, whose name was Imad ul Mulk. His own minister, thank you, Trinayan. His own minister, Imad ul Mulk, removed him. And as you can understand, appointed as the Sultan by Imad ul Mulk. Again, he is also a very, very weak ruler, was always a puppet of Imad ul Mulk. Whatever Imad will say, Alamgir II will do that thing. Basically, grandson of Jahandar Shah. And remember, guys, this man is remembered only for one point in our history. And that one point is Battle of Plassey occurred during this time. Battle of Plassey occurred this period, 1757. So if tomorrow anybody asks you who was the Mughal ruler when Battle of Plassey took place, do answer the name of Alamgir II. Abdali attacked India during this time. Delhi, Mathura, all these places were attacked. Last but not the least, Alamgir II was murdered. Guys, we will study Battle of Plassey today only, or tomorrow in the beginning. Have patience. Murdered by Imad ul Mulk and appointed a new Mughal king. Everyone, Alamgir II, you should remember only for one point, that is, during his time, Battle of Plassey took place. Sheash, we have already said that they are kingmakers. Getting my point? Subramanya, some changes would be there. Yes, Shiva, there is only one Ahmed Shah Abdali. Ahmed Shah Abdali is different. Yes, Bhavya. All of you, take a break at this moment because a lot of you are asking about this. After the break, when we come back, we do this. I don't know anything, Musharraf, about that. The break will be 7:46 till 7:56. Those who are asking for the previous slide, this is here. 10 minutes break, we'll come back again. Two was the guys, I'm doing this to save your time, that later you don't have to waste your time on things will become better. Everyone, Chalu, he was attacking many to rule. Let me give you a question before Zak moment. Everyone, do you know what is calligrapher? All of you, a style of writing to England against Shah Alam II, and in 1761. Am I clear? Use this as your notes. If at all, if a wrong expectation that one, okay, but pension against Shah Alam II, pension was to increase his, both are correct. Everyone, that's a name, Navnita. Delhi was lost. You will study after Second Anglo-Maratha War. Amit, do you think pension receiving is good thing? You lost your empire and you are getting pension. How is that luck? That is unlucky. Yes, Akshata, it can come. Done, guys. Everyone, that's a name, Navnita. Kavita, I said yes. Zak, Momin, Dag, Mirza Ghalib, Chitturi. Shatachi, I will show you a question. Madhukar, not right now. We have already discussed the timelines of Mughals. Portuguese also we discussed. Marathas tomorrow we Shata. Create. Basically, I may asked by UPSC. Good jobs done, or they were succeeded by his descendant. Bold. Ashish, rise of Everyone, that's a name, Navnita. Kavita, I said yes. Zak, Momin, Dag, Mirza Ghalib, Chituri. Shatachi, I will show you a question. Madhukar, not right now. We have already discussed the timelines of Mughals. Portuguese also we discussed. Marathas, tomorrow we will do. Gayatri, I already said previous chapter's page number. Sarita, I have explained 2 times now that he got the pension increase. So he became happy and gave him the title. Ali Gohar is the other name of Shah Alam II Prashansha. Yes, Preeti. Okay, everyone. Can you see this? And I think today we will only be able to do this part. No one. Madhukar, the Delhi Sultanate. Rise of provincial kingdoms. All of you. Everyone. Let me give you a question before I start this topic. Everyone, is the question clear? All of you, is the question clear? Now, by the rise of Akshata. Everyone see this. Let's say this is the map of our country. Everyone, is this clear? All of you, is this clear? Ashish, questions have come. Now, let's say if you are writing this answer, all of you, the question which I gave you, how will you write the answer of this question? Will you start explaining one by one every kingdom? Will you do that? All of you, will you do this? No, everybody is saying no. So how would you like the answer? How would you write the answer to this question and about these kingdoms? Absolutely. As Raj is saying, we will do a classification. Absolutely correct, Raj. That is, we need to do a classification of these kingdoms. Now, guys, how can you do a classification? See here. A three-pronged classification will be successor, independent, new. Guys, who are the successor states? For example, let me tell you example first. Bengal, Avadh, Hyderabad. They are called successor states. Tell me, guys, what do you understand by successor word? What do you understand by successor? All of you. That is, they were earlier a part of Mughal rule. Everyone, Bengal. Please remember Muhammad Shah Rangila's tenure. Murshid Quli Khan came to Bengal. Sadat Khan went to Avadh. Hyderabad, Chinch Kulich Khan. So all of you, that is, everyone, successor states are those which were basically Mughal provinces, and now they turned into a state after breaking from the empire. All of you, is successor state clear? All of you, is the successor state clear? That is, earlier they were a part of the Mughal empire, and now they are saying we have become independent. Second, let me give you example first. Blue. Mysore, Kerala, Rajput. Guys, they were earlier nominal part of the Mughal rule, and now these states came into existence due to the destabilization of Mughal control over their provinces. That is, for example, guys, let's say Mysore. Now, you all know Mysore is in the southern part of the India, nominal part of the Mughal power. Rajputs, they were earlier more or less under the Mughals, but they were sovereign in their area. But the moment Mughals became weak, they demanded or they said they are free. And new is Jats, Marathas, Sikh. Basically, guys, the new can be called rebel states, means they have fought against the Marathas, sorry, against the Mughals, and then they formed their own empire. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his successors fought and then formed Maratha state. Similarly, Sikh, they always fought against the Marathas. Similarly, Jats, they always fought against the Marathas. Everyone, is the classification clear? Successor, independent, new. Sham, it's mostly under that only. Yes, Shiva. Mughals, I said, Nancy. Gauri, your word is not clear. Jats are against Mughal. New is rebel states, Chandrajyoti, they have fought. Successor is those who have come from that. Guys, I cannot use Hindi here. Successor is Uttradhikari Rajya, Amit. A lot of questions in prelims, they are coming from this segment nowadays. Okay, just a second. Everyone, please understand, Maratha and Sikh, we will study together tomorrow. Why? Because they were very big, they were like empires. Rest of the smaller ones, which are kingdoms basically, they are being going to be studied by us at this point of time. Now see here, you all know it. All of you, who formed Hyderabad state? Everyone, who formed the Hyderabad state? No. Yes, correct. Those who are saying Nizam ul Mulk. His another name, Chinch Kulich Khan. His other name, Asaf Jah. So all of you, first of all, understand, same man has many names. Now, why? Why the same man will have many names? Because different times, different leaders would give him different names. So Aurangzeb gave him one name, Jahandar Shah gave him another. It's like titles. So number two, many people are asking the page number. Guys, this chapter, later Mughals, page number is chapter number 2, page number 19 till 32. Everyone, is it clear? Page number is clear or not? All of you. Chapter 2, page number 19 to 32. Let's come back to Hyderabad. Now, different names. And from one of these names, Asaf Jah, his dynasty's name is also there. Asaf Jah, Asaf Jahi dynasty. Asaf Jahi dynasty. All of you. How many of you are from Hyderabad? Anyone from Hyderabad? Guys, those who are from Hyderabad, you would be knowing this. Your Chow Mahalla Palace. You know, when I came to your place, Hyderabad, to take lectures, I remember the beautiful Chow Mahalla Palace. You know, no, Hyderabad state, I'm not talking about the town, Sheri. And then Salarjung Museum. So you have so many historical places. So basically the dynasty here was started by none other than Nizam. Now everyone, very simple question. Do you think Nizam would have gone to South India and he would have been given the power of the state? That, okay, you want to start a new country, new state, okay, you do that. Everybody accepts. No. That means he had to fight a battle named as Shekhar Kheda. And then only Deccan came to him. That is, Hyderabad came to him. I already gave a mains question, Vishwajit. It can come both in mains and prelims. Questions from this segment has come both in mains and pre. According to Bipin Chandra, a tolerant leader, gave, I would say, good positions to Hindus also in his empire. Unfortunately, his death in 1748 created issues with succession. That is, Second Anglo-Carnatic War, and this is going to be our topic tomorrow. Everyone, is Hyderabad clear? All of you, is Hyderabad clear? Second Anglo-Carnatic War, we are stopping here. Next topic tomorrow. Now come to Karnatic. First of all, please understand, guys. First of all, Karnatic is not present-day Karnataka. Neither Karnatic is present-day Tamil Nadu. Yes, areas overlap, but that does not mean they both are same. Karnatic was one of the subas of Mughal Deccan and thus came under Nizam. Understand, guys? What is Suba? All of you, what is Suba? Suba means province. Suba means province. So basically, it was one of the province of the Mughal in South India, and this was ruled by a deputy governor who was called Nawab of Karnatic. So he called himself as the Nawab of this area. Now, for those who want to know his name was Sadatullah Khan. This man's name is Sadatullah Khan. Now, everyone, tell me one thing. Will you all accept if I say that tomorrow, when I make my position hereditary, that is, after me, who will rule this place, if I announce that, basically I make myself independent, that is, without asking my superiors, I am saying that now after me, my son or my son-in-law is going to be the next ruler. So once he made his position hereditary, that is, his nephew, Dost Ali, will be his successor. And this he decided without approval of Nizam. Guys, this shows what? He is saying himself to be more or less what? Independent. Everybody, do you agree? All of you, do you agree that the moment he announced his successor without talking to his boss, he has made himself independent? Last but not the least, the name of his dynasty was Navayat dynasty. That's the name of its dynasty. Third, who founded the state of Bengal? Everyone, who founded the state of Bengal? Yes, Shiva, you are correct. Murshid Kuli Khan. And guys, after Murshid Kuli Khan, his successor was Shujauddin. After him, Sarfaraz Khan. And after him, Alivardi Khan. Everyone, do you know the relations of these four people? Everyone, Murshid Kuli Khan's son-in-law is Shujauddin. Shujauddin's son is Sarfaraz Khan. And Sarfaraz Khan was killed by Alivardi Khan. No relation. He was their commander. So Shujauddin became the ruler in 1727, Sarfaraz Khan in 1739, and Alivardi Khan in 1740. And Murshid Kuli Khan, since 1700, was Diwan of Bengal. And after the death of Aurangzeb, more or less, had become independent. All of you, political history in the last few years is continuously being asked by UPSC. Many of you get confused. You think that Sarfaraz Khan, Murshid Quli Khan and Alivardi Khan were the relatives. No. Am I clear with this Bengal till here? All of you? Yes, Gauri. Am I clear, everyone? Please remember this. Why? Because UPSC may ask the order of this. Amit, I told you Aurangzeb has appointed him. Now, everyone, according to Bipin Chandra, everyone, please understand, according to Bipin Chandra, mostly these people were tolerant. That is, they appointed Hindus in senior positions. They gave Hindus good jobs like those of revenue farmer. That is, the collection of taxes was the work of Hindus. But then Bipin Chandra criticizes them. Why? Why does the criticism? Number one, he criticizes them saying they did not build a big army. Everyone, are you understanding this criticism? Bipin Chandra criticizes the Bengal Nawabs that, see, they did not build a big army. Number two, Bipin Chandra says they did not tackle corruption. Every one of you, this is the second big criticism. Bipin Chandra says that they did not control corruption, which in the longer run proved very, very disadvantageous for the Bengal Nawabs. Bipin Chandra, they did not keep track of outside means world affairs. All of you, am I clear with the three criticism? Every one of you, are you understanding the three criticisms made here? Never built a big army, did not tackle corruption, and did not know what was happening in the world. Had they known what the Britishers do everywhere, they would have done, or they would have tried to control the British, which they never did. How many of you are from Avadh, Lucknow? Anyone from Lucknow in this class? Anyone from Lucknow? Those who are from Lucknow, again, beautiful town. Who is the founder here? The full name is Sadat Khan Burhan ul. I wrote un. It will be ul. Just give me 1 second. Sadat Khan Burhan ul Mulk is the founder of Avadh. Again, according to your Bipin Chandra, bold, energetic. Energetic. Kanishk, I'll not get into that, but as far as I'm concerned, whenever I came to Lucknow to take classes, I loved Lucknow for the food that it offers. Of course, the culture is very, very vibrant, very vibrant. No, Ravindra Babu, no. Avadh is Lucknow, not Mysore, Deepti. No, Rishika. Guys, by 1739, made this place virtually independent. Virtually, this place was independent, and he was succeeded by his nephew. Guys, if you all have some idea, in Lucknow, there is a very distinct Avadhi culture. People say this culture was mainly because of the prolonged peace that was there in this place. Because of the prolonged peace, if you go to Lucknow and the adjoining areas, the language, the food, the dressing, the fact that the Kathak dance was saved in this area, progressed in this area, all that leads to a very, very vibrant culture here in Avadh area, which we call as the Avadhi culture. Everyone clear? Those who are asking what is virtually independent, this means that they would keep their contacts with the Mughals, would give them some money also, and would accept them as their king. So that's why they all would call themselves as Nawab, Nizam. Nobody would call them as emperor. Am I clear? All of you? Hmm? Anyone from Karnataka, Mysore area? Those who are from Mysore, great. Now, who are the rulers in this? Hyder Ali and his son, Tipu Sultan. But then, they were not the rulers from the beginning. In the beginning, Mysore's ruler's name was King Chikka Krishnaraj, who was basically controlled by his two ministers, puppet of Nanjaraj plus Devraj. Two ministers had made him their puppet. Nanjaraj was Sarvadhikari and Devraj was Dulwai. Sarvadhikari means like a prime minister, Dulwai means like a commander in chief. And here emerged Hyder Ali. Small time soldier, but ambitious and brave. What he did, all of you, basically, Hyder Ali uprooted Nanjaraj around 1761 and established his authority in this place. Now, let me tell you guys, how was Hyder Ali a illiterate man? He was not educated, but then he understood that weapons, modern day weapons, are very much required for if you have to have a strong empire. That's why, as early as which pen 1755, in a place called Dindigal, a modern arsenal was developed by him with the help of the French. He understood the importance of this new technologies. Everyone, is Hyder Ali clear to you? All of you, is Hyder Ali clear? Now, Hyder Ali is succeeded by his son Tipu Sultan. Everyone, hopefully you have heard about Tipu Sultan. Hopefully, has a complex character, but then he is also an innovator. Very, very big innovator in those days. I will tell you how. And I will also tell you how he's a complex personality. Give me a minute. If you see here, how he's an innovator. Guys, new coinage, calendar, and weights of measures were started by him. Please understand, everyone, can you see new coin? Not everybody would bring new coins. He brought new style of calendar, new weights and measures. Everything was started by him at this point of time. So you can see he's an innovator. If somebody wants more points of his innovations, he tried to establish a modern navy. Guys, why did he want to establish a modern navy? Because he understood British danger. In fact, guys, people say in those days he was the only one to understand that the Britishers are a big, big challenge. We will have to tackle them. Guys, he is an innovator in another sense also. He was inspired by French Revolution. Now, all of you, you will study French Revolution in world history. I'm only giving you factual information here. He planted a tree of liberty in those days and became member of a club known as Jacobin Club. This tree is in his capital, Seringapatanam. Everyone, his capital's name is Seringapatanam. Those who are from Karnatic would know Seringapatanam. This is his capital. And here he planted a tree of liberty. See, a tree was planted which was given the name of Tree of Liberty. Last but not the least, guys, remember, Tipu also sent emissaries. Do you understand what is emissaries? Everyone, emissaries means envoys. So he sent them to France, Turkey, Iran, Myanmar. Diplomats. He also traded with China, promoted trade with Russia, Arabia. And guys, that is why it is said in those days Mysore flourished more than everyone else. Clearly flourished more than the other areas. Lastly, guys, why is he called a complex personality? Reason is, some people call him religious fanatic. Why people call him religious fanatic? Because of the fact that in those days it is said he did a lot of atrocities on Hindus, Christians, basically anybody who opposed him in those days was persecuted by Tipu Sultan. So he was called as a religious fanatic, but then gave money for the construction of image of goddess Sharda in Sringeri temple. Guys, so he is seen as a religious fanatic, but then he did all this also. And unlike his father, who was an illiterate, his library consisted of books on diverse subjects. Everyone, is Hyder and Tipu clear? All of you, Is Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan clear to you? Tomorrow we will come to Anglo-Mysore wars, that how did he get defeated by Britishers. And everyone, is the note clear? Arshdeep, I cannot repeat the whole thing. How is it, how do you think I can repeat the whole thing? Uprooted means removed, Sejal. Shalu, religious fanatic because people say he killed the people of other religions. Yes, Chandrajyoti. Kerala. How many of you are from Kerala? All of you. Avnish, refresh your page. How many of you are from Kerala? Okay, Shreya, Sangeeta, Ganesh, Meera, all of you. Kerala, in those days, is basically 4 states. Travancore, Kochi, Calicut, Chirakkal. So your Kerala in those days was basically divided into 4 states. And in this, Travancore was ruled by the greatest of theirs, Martand Varma. Heard this name, everyone? The most, or I would say the greatest of the rulers. He defeated Dutch in a very famous battle, Battle of Kolachel. Guys, this battle is remembered in our history because this is the only battle where a European power was defeated in sea by the Indians. We defeated Dutch at this moment. And he's also remembered. Hopefully, you would have studied about this great temple, Padmanabhaswamy temple. This was recreated by him. All of you, if you get the chance to go to this temple, a very beautiful temple in Trivandrum, earlier was known as the richest Hindu temple also. Please, you can see it was recreated by Martand Varma at this point of time. Of course, by 1763, only 3, Calicut, Kochi and Travancore, remained. Chirakkal was taken over by Travancore, and he was succeeded by Ramavarma. Everyone, on Ramavarma, if there will be any question, it will be personality related question. What is his personality? Why I am saying this? See here. He is a great poet, musician, actor, has interest in the matters of Europe, read newspaper and journals which were published in London, Calcutta, Madras. During his time, Malayalam literature was given a huge boost. And lastly, Trivandrum became hub of Sanskrit scholarship. Pranav, your question. This is his tenure. Travancore, Zeba, Travancore. Sham, they had left, but they had some small territories. And then also I told you, you can go back into the lecture that we will see the Dutch 2-3 times. Battle of Bedara is also mentioned in the same slide. You can see that. Dinesh, what are you trying to ask? Please ask clearly. What are your question? Guys, if you are asking question, have the grammar clearly so that I can understand the question. Guys, by 1763, Anandu, Chirakkal was annexed by Travancore. That is the point. Anyone, any doubt in Kerala? All of you. Trivandrum became a hub, Nishant, that is Sanskrit scholarship a lot of Sanskrit scholarship was given to the people in Trivandrum in the second half of 18th century. All of you, any doubt in Kerala? I told you it's a great victory for us, Chalu. Uni, he is the successor of Martandavarma. Friends, successor Samir. Kanishk, he is from Kerala. Is he from the same lineage? No, not sure. Yes, Hayat. No, Nitika, Avadh is from North India. Bengal is North. Sikh will be North. Harsha, I explained that just now. Jats. Everyone. They live which place? Around Delhi, Agra, Mathura. These are the places where the Jats live. And who was the founder of the Jat dynasty? Just give me a second. Yeah. Churaman and Badan Singh. They founded the Jat state of Bharatpur. Anyone from Rajasthan? Your Bharatpur, the Jat state was founded by them. But then, of course, the greatest ruler of the Jat dynasty is Surajmal. Surajmal is the greatest ruler of the Jat dynasty. And he is known also as the Plateau of the Jat tribe. He is known as the Plateau. Guys, a contemporary historian says that in that century, Surajmal and Asaf Jah, who was from Hyderabad, were two of the greatest rulers when it comes to the management of revenue and civil affairs. And that is why he is also called the Plateau of the Jat tribe. Last but not the least, this Jat kingdom was till Delhi in north, Chambal in west, no, Chambal in south. Sorry. Just give me a second. Chambal in south, Agra in west, and Ganga in east. Everyone, is the Jat point clear? All of you, is Jat clear that which all areas, are occupied by the, Jats in those days? This is the pinnacle. When the Jats are at their peak, this whole area is under their control. Lastly, guys, from Rajasthan only, we have Raja Savai Jai Singh, who comes from Amber and is the ruler from 1699 to 1743. Everyone, Amber in Hindi is called Amer. Modern day Jaipur is Amer. And Raja Savai Jai Singh is known as the architect of modern day Jaipur city. He made it. No, guys, those who are saying 1681, please understand, 1681 is his birth year. 1699 is his ruling year. That's the thing. Please understand, he made it a seat of science at this point of time. Ujjain, Jaipur, Delhi, Varanasi, Mathura. Everyone, please remember this for prelims, because in all these places, he constructed observatories, jantar mantars, from where you could observe the position of sun and moon. So clearly, if you all can understand, he is a very, very great statesman. He's a very good lawmaker. Of course, he's an astronomer, and he is also a reformer. He has done all these things in these places. If those who are asking Prasad, why is he a reformer? Because he got a law formed in those days to reduce expenditure on daughters' marriage. To reduce this, architect of Jaipur made it a seat of science. What is the thing, Rana? I did not get your point. Everyone, am I clear? He only drew a set of tables. Ziz Muhammad Shahi. Ziz Muhammad Shahi is what? Guys, this was a set of tables so that people could make astronomical observations on their own. Because whether it is Hindu, whether it is Muslim, our festivals, they are dependent on the position of sun and moon. That's why he got this created. Lastly, many books like Euclid's Elements of Geometry were translated into Sanskrit in those days. Similarly, books on trigonometry, Napier's books, all these were translated into, Sanskrit in those days. Any question on Rajput? Okay, Shiva is how it given rise to female infanticide? No, it reduces the female infanticide. It reduces the female infanticide. Rana, write the mail. It is a very individual question of yours. Yes, Shalu, why are you continuously repeating the same point? Everybody knows that. Don't write the same comments again and again. Anyone else? Any query? Trigonometry, Napier's works. Many of the Napier's works were also, converted or translated into Sanskrit. Very bad, Shivam. Uni, you are wrong. Because in those days, Muhammad Shah Rangila was the ruler of India. So after Muhammad Shah Rangila, this was the case. Mains questions have come from this area. I will show you. I have already given a practice question also. Ritika, those books were translated into Sanskrit by your Raja Savai Jai Singh. Last, Rohillas, Muhammad Khan Bangash founded this in modern day Farrukhabad area. Modern day, these are modern Aligarh, Kanpur, all this area. And their kingdom came to be known as Rohilkhand, the western UP areas. Initially, the capital was Awalan in Bareilly. Later, it was changed to Rampur. Tulsi, because we are studying modern history, not medieval. That's the name of the book, Deepti. For astronomical observations, this book was made in those days. Guys, in 3 slides, your entire chapter is done. Am I clear? All of you. Aligarh is a place, Chitturi. Please study geography properly then. Aligarh, it's a very important town in western UP. No, Kanishk, not same. They are different areas. Look at the last slide for a minute. I'll be moving ahead. I cannot explain the word meanings here. Rohillas can be Hindus also, but here Rohillas are basically the people, the Afghan origin people. Tulsi, I also talked about independent state. Okay. Everyone. We have to, Prasad, we are already 2.5 hours late in the third class, and yet if anyone says I'm fast, I cannot help you. Very simply, I cannot help you. You have to increase your pace. I've already told the page numbers at the very beginning of the previous chapter. Guys, tomorrow we'll now get into the different wars. And today I'm only explaining, starting with the first war. And the first war is Karnatic War. If you see here, I'll first of all show you the slide. Everyone, can you observe this? I'll change the pen color to red. Everyone, can you see this area? This belt is Karnatic. This area is Karnatic. So this Karnatic war is fought in the area of Karnatic, which I showed you is this area. The capital is Arcot. And here, tomorrow we will study 3 wars between France and Britain. France will be represented by Dupleix. Britain will be, represented by Robert Clive, specifically in the third war. And finally, the end result will be France will lose these 3 wars here. Guys, if, as Raj is asking, why did this wars happen? In simple way, simple manner. Both the sides wanted monopoly. Both the sides wanted that they should have a monopoly with regards to trade in India. They wanted supremacy on the Indian soil. So between 1746 till 1761, the 3 wars will be fought at this point of time. And for those who are asking why South India only, remember, in North, you still, after the death of Aurangzeb, you still had some powerful North Mughal Empire. It was not totally ended. In the East, you had Alivardi Khan. In the West, you had Marathas. So in the South only, there was an opening, because Nizam, we have today only studied that he had died in 1748. And with the death of Nizam, South had an opening, and there were some world events that happened, which was a war of Austrian succession, which led to this war beginning at this point, that the first Carnatic War began at this point of time. Guys, we will start from here tomorrow. Though I could have gone for 5 more minutes, but then I will not be able to complete this. I will start the first war tomorrow. Done with the class. Those who have no queries, thank you. Goodbye. You can move. No issues. Those who are writing, thank you. Thanks a ton. We will meet again at the same time. Happy Raksha Bandhan. Today is Raksha Bandhan. So for all of you, the younger brothers who are going to get gifts, the elder brothers who are going to give gifts, and to all the sisters who are going to get the gifts or going to give it to you or giving to the brothers, all of you, happy Raksha Bandhan. Celebrate. I think the timings is 9 o'clock and later than that. Anglo is English. So, Gayatri, I hope that's clear. Celebrate the day, but do study also. Tomorrow again, I'll come back. For those who want my mail ID, again, kumar.rohit@byju's.com. Everyone, enjoy your day, study. Goodbye. Yeah, 9 p.m. to 7:45 a.m. today. No issues, Anil. You can do that. Everyone, you can, Navnita. Give me 1 minute. Let me see your questions. Riaz is asking, please show the last slide. Here is Riaz. Shad, I'll not pick up the calls. Write mail. I cannot pick up the calls of every student. You only imagine, is it possible for us to keep on answering everybody's calls also? Reshma, we are in modern. Where the Cholas in the modern time? Gauri, for prelims you can understand, anything can be asked. Stephen, I have given the page number for every chapter till now. No, Prashad, working professionals don't work for every 7 day. That's the thing. Shad, give me 24 hours at least, to reply your comment. Arcot is the capital, Himani. Shoaib, I said Spectrum, I cannot say. Shalu, they are the two musicians, Adrang and Sadrang. Zeba, Zulfikar Khan was the minister. Yes, Mayank Dhwani. Got the number, Utkarsh. Gayatri, we will study tomorrow. No, Bishwajit. Thank you, Siddhant. Khushi is the ruler of Bengal.